Good day, everyone. This is your program, Issues at Hand with Samuel Latimitope. On a quick one this Sunday, I want to quickly look at the issue of refineries sited in Lagos, established in Lagos. And it's not, when I say refinery, it's not petroleum or petrochemical refinery. I'm talking of gold refinery. Last week, the Northern Elders Forum (NEF), they alleged that the federal government established a refinery in Lagos, and according to them, they said that it was against the federal character. When we talk of federal character in Nigeria, how they share resources or position or appointment or whatever through federal character. We have six federal characters in Nigeria, according to the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. So the Northern Elder Forum, they allege that federal government started the refinery in Lagos, and they asked why that is against the constitution because it's against the federal character. And when I saw this report, I laughed. Okay, no problem. And thank God, the Federal Ministry of Solid Minerals and Development, Dr. Digalake, and they responded that it wasn't a federal government establishment, that the refinery is purely a private establishment. And they mentioned the name of the owner, said all kind of things. But the major thing that the Federal Ministry of Solid Ministry has said that I want to bring to your attention this afternoon is what the Special Assistant of Media to the Ministry of Solid Minerals and Development, Mr. Shegun Tomori, said that the allegation by these people that is a parade of ignorance to the service of mischief. Oyinbola, Alake people now. So they like to speak big grammar. And the big grammar make me to go deep into this matter and say, okay, let me find out what the problem is. And as big as Northern Elders Forum is concerned, they cannot differentiate between private establishment, government establishment. This is quite unfortunate. And they refuse to do their findings. They refuse to carry out their investigation properly. They refuse to make their consultation, you know, in a very effective manner that will not make them, kind of ridicule the committee of elders forum in Nigeria. But they didn't do all that. But because the refinery was sited in Lagos, they all sat down and agreed that it was federal government establishment and they started crying. And when the federal government, responded through Mr. Shegun Tomori, it was a disaster. They now know that they don't know what they are doing. But just let's let's quickly go into key areas of this issue. Now, one, the federal government, the Ministry of, don't let me mention federal government, the Ministry of Solid Minerals and Development make us to understand that the refinery was not owned by the federal government. It is a private initiative, and the name of the owner is Kian Smith Mining Company. MD is Nere Emiko, Mrs. So they said the refinery is ready for commission very soon, and the refinery started 2 years ago. And they said the purpose of encourage is to encourage and promote local processing of of manufacturing to strengthen the economy. So you can see that the refinery does not have anything to do with the Ministry of Solid Minerals. Why citing it in Lagos? Mr. Tomori again explained that it is at the discretion of the owner of a company that determine the location of the company. You remember when we were in secondary school, they taught us, all these factors of production, location of industry, all this stuff. So the man confirmed that federal government does not have hand in it. What they got from federal government is license, and it is at discretion of the owner to determine where we build the refinery. Now, having said that, I now imagine that, okay, when did Northern Elders Forum started considering federal character? I don't know. Remember when we talk of petrochemical refinery in Nigeria, we have four: two in Port Harcourt, one in Warri, and one in Kaduna. Now, when the Kaduna was established in 1980, no, they started in 1977, but it was commissioned in 1980. Now, when they started the work and commissioned it, the Northern people, Northern Elders Forum, they did not mention federal character. Now, don't forget, Kaduna is not a state that has crude oil. So, why that long journey from the south, they now direct the pipe to take crude oil to Kaduna for refinery because they want it not to participate to have a refinery, whereas they don't have crude oil as at that time. Okay, so there's no federal character then. But the good news is that there are some other solid minerals refinery that are to be established in Nigeria. Uh, Lithium plant was established in Nasarawa, so they will soon commission that. So it's a company that's over $600 million capacity company where they will refine lithium. And there's another one in the same Nasarawa again. They call it Rare Earth Plant. It's also located in Nasarawa. Another one is an Asba Lithium Plant in that one is in Abuja. All these companies, all these refineries, they don't have the hand of federal government or Minister of Solid. It is private initiative refinery. Okay, so those who are crying foul in the north that something's in Lagos. No, Ekokoloshi is not Lagos state government, and federal government does not have any hand in it. So the Kaduna refinery, which I said the commission in 1980, also in 1983 the commission the plant lube plant in 1983. In 1988, petrochemical plant was also added to that refinery, to that Kaduna refinery. So at that time, federal character was good and they are doing very, very, very well. So the capacity of that refinery as at then when it was first commissioned was 50,000 barrel per day. So I just want to encourage the northern people before you go into any details, please ensure that you cross all the T's and dot all the I's. Don't just come to the media and create, disunity among the good people of Nigeria. So that on the issue of refinery. So here ti gbọ́n sìn kò ń ṣe gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ló ṣe o. Tẹ́yìn náà bá lówó, at least you see that I mentioned that we have two refinery in Nasarawa and one in Abuja. They are all solid minerals refinery, not petrochemical refinery. Okay. I see you very soon. God bless you. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.